Namaha Ganeshaya Namaha. Today we will be discussing on dwadashamssha. So it is majorly considered to be understand for the happiness what we receive from our parents. So as child, the happiness what we receive from our parents, what we could give back to our parents, our relationship with our parents can be understand from dwadashamssha. Dwadashamssha. Parashara has given name as Suryamsha. Now, dwadashamssha has got a higher, deeper meaning. Just other than the company. So for that, we need to understand the, the, the understanding what we can do from the assumption. You see in a chart, the Lagna, the Lagna actually, just behind the Lagna, there is a 12th house. So this is a starting. So this is an ending. This is the ending of another cycle. So basically, this house actually carries the information of the journey of the soul. So the immediate past life can also be understood. The one which we were just before to this night, which we understood. Dwadashamssha. That's the first point. So what we can understand is like, the traits, what we bring in. Like you will see people will look like his father, somebody will have some illness like his mother or father, diabetes in the house. So he also carry that. His father is bald, so that the son is also carrying that. These are all traits, the family influence, the character influence, the illness, the nature, the complexion, the looks, is all we carry from our previous incarnation or from our parents. Also go through. So this can also be understood from the Dwadashamssha. So the chart is divided into 12 parts. So if you have a strong 12th lord in the chart, so the 12th house is actually the house of Vyay, expenses. So basically, the expense will be meaningful expenses like investment or on good purposes, like charities, for taking care of parents and families, for education, for investment, good investment. So there will be expensive. But 12th house, strong 12th lord also means a strong good sleep because it is also the 12th house is also the house of conjugal happiness, the husband and wife happiness, the bed, shukh, sleep. So you will have a good sleep. So, you will be a happy person. But this is also part of understanding Dwadashamssha. The 12th house has also means losses, indicates losses. So if a malefic is placed there, like Shani in the 12th house denotes losses. If Shani is there, or any planets are placed there, malefic planets are placed there, and the Lagna Lord is weak, then it can be hospitalization, prestige fall, falling from a position, financial and emotional trouble, no sleep, loss of natives motherland. So that loss, any losses can also be understood from the delineation of the 12th house. But this is not the delineation only of the 12th house, but the entire chart. So basically, you see, when we are gaining, we are also losing something. If Sachin Tendulkar has built up such a great career and he has missed the time with his family, that's also a loss. So that can be a good loss or a bad loss because the cause was also higher. So we have to understand that losses is part, it complements the gains of life. So 12th house, losses will, if it is meaningful, then the person is actually gains happiness. However, if these malefics are there, then the losses can be bad also. Lastly, the 12th house is the highest moksha trikona. As we know, the 4, 8, 12, 4 and the 8 and the 12. The 12th is the highest. So like 10th is the highest Artha Trikul. 11th is the highest Kama Trikul. 9th is the highest Dharma Trikul. 12th is the highest Moksha Trikul. So the how we will get Moksha? From where we will get Moksha? Like the bondage. And to be ultimately free of everything and to be part of the conscious, to be part of the Brahman. How to be enlightened, how to be a man of purpose, a man of meaningfulness. This 12th house is a house of that question, moksha. Ketu is the karaka of 12th house as per the moksha. Overall, Venus is a karaka of shukh and Shani is a karaka of losses. Many texts Jupiter also as a karaka of spiritualism. So now, as Parashara, so we will confine our discussion to the parents, as Parashara has mentioned that dwadashamssha is for understanding the parents. What he has done is he has divided the entire 12, like the Rashi into 12 parts. So the first part has gone to Ganesha. So like 10 degree, 10 degree, 10 degree. The first 0 to 2.5 is degree. Any planet fall or the Lagna fall goes to Ganesha. So from 2.5 to 5 degree, if it falls, it goes to Ashwini Kumar. From 5.7.5, it goes to Yama. And then lastly, the Yadi is basically the serpent. Similarly, 5, like the, from 10 to 12.5 and 20 to 22.5, like that, every 10, the first quarter is goes to Ganesha, the second to the Ashwini Kumaras, the third to the Yamas, and fourth to the Aryas. What does it mean? The role of the deities, let us understand. Lord Ganesha, Om Gama Ganesha, Namah, Om Gama Ganesha, Om Gama Ganesha. Lord Ganesha, he is a Siddhi Data, removal of all hurdles. Parashara has given the first quarter to Lord Ganesha. He is a Siddhi Data. He can give us Siddhi Moksha. He is removing all hurdles. So he is a hurdles remover. So Ganesha has got big head to think big. Ganesha has small eyes to concentrate. Ganesha has large ears to be a good listener. Ganesha has a small mouth to speak less. Ganesha has huge stomach to digest all good and bad in life. One task to retain the good and reject the bad. Paramahansa types. His Vahan is mouse. Mouse act fast. If he act fast, keep cutting the web of problems. He is Om Gama Ganesha. Everything starts from him and ends at him. He is the one who actually can take us to the moksha. He is a moksha. He himself is a moksha. Lord Ganesha. So what happens if a planet falls in the Ganesha? So if a planet falls in the Ganesha, we will get accomplished parents who will fight for their child because he will remove all the hurdles of the child. The father or the mother will be like that. The Lagna falling here will have more inclination towards the mother. So there can be the maternal side influence will be more because Ganesha was born out of Parvati, Madurga. The lineage can be related to business families. Ganesha is known for business. Traditional families, Ganesha is with father and mother, very close to the father and mother. Father can be a self-made person because Ganesha has, has had to face a lot of hurdles. So father can be a self-made person. He belongs to that kind of a family. Name and fame of the great Ganesha. He can be a mask leader because Gan plus Isha, mask leader. So he will be wealthy. So how he can get moksha? So this type of jatak, if the 12th lord of the Lagna falls, to get moksha, Lord Ganesha, through Lord Ganesha, you can get moksha. Any problem of parental relationships or any of them, like the freedom of the issues, the freedom of the loss can be only achieved with this jatak through Lord Ganesha. Now Lord Ganesha is resembled by Ketu. Ketu is also the karaka of vairagya and detachment. So basically, this is Lord Ganesha is also the karaka. If a planet falls here, it can get vairagya as well. a Ketu is linked. So it is a karak of Vairag. No, Ketu is also the maternal influence that also we can see. So Lord Ganesha, if a planet falls here, there will be influence of the maternal side. Ashwini Kumars, the second, like from 2.5 to 5 degree, from 12.5 to 15 degree, from 22.5 to 25 degrees. So Ashwini Kumars are the twin sons of Surya and Sanjana as horses. So they're extremely good looking. They're the celestial doctor and physicians to God. They're the deity of Ayurveda. They lives in heaven. Healers. They rejuvenate the old. So they can make the old people young. They have the power of medicines. They're the healer. So if a Lagna falls here, the planet falls here, the sun and the moon falls here, the ninth lord and the fourth lord falls here. He can be a protective parents. He can be the protective parents. Now, I have seen Indira Gandhi, Rajiv Gandhi, Prince Charles, all have Ashwini Kumars. So they are from royal families. So basically royal because Ashwini Kumars are the son of sun. They stay in the heaven, the palace. So royalty. So high family background, maybe a medical side, it some like medical background. So like that, healing nature. Suryavanshi. So royal, established. So how we can get Mokshya through Ashwini Kumars? By doing any problem, any 12th house problem. 12th house means losses. Any losses the Jatak is becoming unbearable for the Jatak. Through the Siddhi of Ashwini Kumars, he will get the healing. So here also you will see healing is a part of Ketu. So again Ketu is a karak of here. As Ketu is a healer. Ketu is a Vairagya karaka. So Ketu is attached to Ganesha. Ketu is a healer, so connected to Ashwini Kumars. The third 2.5 quarter belongs to Yama. Lord Yama. Lord Yama is also the son of Surya. He is the Lord Dharma himself. The Lord Yama resides in Narak. Swarga Marga Patal Narak. So he resides, he's a deity of Narak. And he gives danda, judgment, based on the karma we did in this particular life. So whatever free will we utilize in this life based on our karma, he is the one who decides where we will be going. So he controls Shukshman life's journey. He is also the son of Surya. So Lagna placed here, what will come? He is a Dharma Lord. So basically he is very strict. He is unbiased. He will come as he will do his duties. So basically dutiful parents like that, very strict, very disciplined, and like that. So like that, and it since Yama is also associated with Lord, with death. So malefic influence can also shows that there can be some some unfortunate events with the parents that can also be happening. If malefics are placed in the 12th house or posing the 12th house, then it can happen that since Yama belongs to Narak, so Narak life, or even the heaven life, depending on because Yama can give you moksha. So depends, you have to see the chart. So I'll show one example. So in malefic, especially, what happens is a very, very strict place to be born actually. So like if malefics are influence are there, the jail, isolation, the 12th house losses can be understood in this way. The jail, losses, isolation, less attachment. Now Yama shows less attachment because he's not attached. He will come and he will do his duty. He is not attached. So there's attachment with parents or emotions, foreign stay. Pitri dosha also. He brings a Pitri dosha. He takes the dead. So Pitri dosh. They also link to Yama. Hell and heaven experience both can be experienced in this particular action. Moksha is through Lord Yama. Sometimes people will say that I want to die to get rid of this particular problem. Maybe that particular problem he has following the Yama section. He has to do a puja or do the Aradhana of Lord Yama. Or Lord Surya. So here also the Karaka is Ketu. As Yama is rules. Rama go by rules. So legal rules, these are all part of Ketu. So you see, Ketu is giving moksha, but in different ways. The last quarter belongs to Ahi or Sarpa. Now, Sarpa resides in the Patal realm. It is said that Patal is much more beautiful than heaven. There is no sunshine, but the entire Patal look is like, glowing by the shines of the precious stones of the snakes. It is beautiful, Patal said. Now, what is serpent? Ahim in Sarpa. Adishesha supports the world on his 1,000 hoods. So we all know that Adishesha supports the entire Morto, the world on his hoods. So basically, he's connected to Patal, where the Lagna means some pending karma there with the parents. Responsibility. You have to take all the responsibility on your necks. Okay. So here there will be some kind of a problem. So here there will be karma with parents, ream with parents, pending responsibilities, uncertain and unsteady relationships, carrying some problem lineage wise. So here what will happen since it is Sharpa, there's a Sharpa dosha, it's the dosha it brings. So it will bring health problems, major lineage problems, okay, unfortunate events, loans. We'll see many people die and the loans is not still there. So the son has to pay the loans. So those kind of problems. Okay, Sarpa. Detachment. So the Pitri and the Kalsharpa dosha can be seen from the eye. How to get the moksha? To Sheshna. To Shesha we can get moksha. So any problem comes to Jatak, if he does a puja to Aradhan of Shesha, all the problems will be solved. Here the Karaka is both Rahu and Ketu. Because it is Sharpa. Rahu is the head and the tail. Now let us understand this chart. This is the Lagna chart. This is the Lagna chart. So we have to focus the 12th house. We have to focus the 12th house. In the D12 chart, we have to see what is the Lagna rising. Where is the Lord? We have to see the 9th house, where it is based. It is based here. We have to see the 4th house of Mother, where it is based. It is based in the 12th house. We have to see the 9th Lord, which denotes Son, Father. Not Son, but 9th Lord denotes Father, where Venus is based. We have to see the Karaka Sun for Father, the Sun where it is based. We have to see the Mother, where it is based. It is based here. So what we see here is basically, you see the Capricorn is rising. Now Capricorn is basically just a movement. So Capricorn is basically the 5th house of the Lagna chart. Now 5th house is 9th to 9th house. 9th to 9th house. This is paternal, Pitri. So directly we can understand the connection, the Pitri lineage, I mean to say it is directly. And here you see there is a Ketu based out here in the Lagna chart. So Ketu basically denotes the maternal side. So here we see, I have written here, I just want to read it out. What to check is, first let me just explain these 5 points, then I will show I have written. The Varga Lagna and the Varga Lagna Lord, that means Capricorn and Saturn, will say about the overall relationship with parents that we have to see. Remember, 12th house is also the delineation of losses. Like whatever we see here, we are trying to understand the relationship with the parents and their blessing with us. How? Because it is blessings of any child, any jatak, any person to have a long with parents, to have a wonderful parents, to do service to our parents. So, so basically, the relationship with our parents, even after marriage and everything, will be understood by the basic thing will be understood by the Vardalkina and the Vardalkina. The fourth, ninth, and the 12th lord are very important of D1. So here we see the Jatak. Fourth lord is basically Sagittarius. Remember the sign Sagittarius because fourth house is mother, ninth house Taurus, and the 12th house because we are delineating the 12th house, which is Leo. So we have to see where it is falling here. I've already explained that the fourth house, which is Sagittarius, is falling in the 12th house of this particular chart, the 12th chart, and the ninth house is Taurus. It is falling in the fifth house. And the Lord also, we have already seen that Venus, which denotes father in the D1 chart, has come here in 5. Now you see the strangely, this 5 Leo is also the 12th house of D1. So how fantastically it is linked. So basically we can see that entire father combination has come to Leo in the T12 chart. What does it mean? So we have to see the sun and moon for the father and mother as their karaka, Shani for the losses, and Ketu for Mokshya. What I have done is I have now divided chart as per the gods. So the Lagna has come to Ganesha. Sun, the karaka father, has come to Ashwini Kumar. Moon, the karaka of mother, has come to Ahi, which is serpent. Mars, which is the fourth lord of D12 chart, which is also in the eighth house, it has also come to Ahi. So mother has come to Ahi and Mars has come to Ahi. Jupiter, who is the fourth lord of D1, if we are trying to understand the mother side now, it has come to Ashwini Kumar. And Saturn, the Lagna lord, has come to Yama. So let us understand what I've written. I just want to say. See the observation. The fifth house of D1 rising, as we see, Capricorn is rising. It is a P3 house because 9 to 9. K2 was in D1 in fifth house. We have already seen that K2 in D1 in the fifth house. This is D1 and this is D2. So K2 was there in the fifth house and this is only rising. K2 denotes Ganesha. We all know that Ketu is the Karaka of Ganesha. And the Varga rising Lagna, see the Lagna has also fallen in Ganesha. What does it mean? So basically Ketu was in Ganesha and here the Lagna rising is also Ganesha and that Capricorn has risen because the Lagna has fallen in the Dwadashamsha. So that means this life, this Jatak is traveling with the traits on the mother's side. So first thing what we understand that the past life, this person is coming with an influence from the mother's side. Because we have already got the thing that Ganesha, we know that he is a part, he is made out of Parvati only. So basically, and Ketu is the Karaka of maternal grandfather. So any soul from the maternal side has flown to this family, which is probably this chapter has come to this particular line. Now the Virga Lagna is Capricorn and the Lord is in his own house Aquarius. We are seeing that the Lord Aquarius. See, so as we have said that we have to first see the sign and the Lord. So the Lord is based out here in the second house in his own moon Trikona cycle. Okay. Now you see the Saturn is also based with the Jupiter. Jupiter is a 12 lord, the D12. And here it is a 4th lord. It is with Rahu, the second lord. Okay, now interestingly, you see this. The Varga Lagna Capricorn, this two. So Saturn is with the 12 lord Jupiter and Rahu. So Rahu is paternal and P3. So Rahu has fallen in P3. So Rahu has fallen in P3. Hence, the Varga Lagna Lord is carrying Rina or loans towards a Kutumbasthana because it is the second house of Kutumbasthana. What do I mean is basically you have to see where Rahu Ketu is because Rahu is in the Serpent Amsha and the Lagna Lord who is carrying the trait of the maternal side has come to this life with a Veena, the Veena of Jupiter. Jupiter is a 12th Lord, which is the particularly fourth lord. So basically, what has happened is Rahu, wherever it sits, it will give eclipse. Since we are doing the delineation of the 12th house, here Jupiter, who is a Karaka of the particular this fourth lord, and the Rahu is based in the second house, which is the Kutumbasthana. And the 12th lord is also based in the Kutumbasthana. The Lord's lord is also based in the Kutumbasthana. But it shows that we have loans to our Kutumbasthana. So this life, we have loans towards the Kutumbasthana. And Rahu will eclipse here. So the loss will be here that we're trying to understand. What happened actually? The past life is moving to this life with mother's lineage, as we have already seen, Ganesha. And it's a strong lineage because Saturn is in Aquarius, the Lagna Lord is strong, the Varga Lord is strong. But he carries the loan from Kutumba. Till now, we have understood, till now, like till this. So insufficient work done in the past life in the second house. So probably because Rahu is there, so eclipse is there. So there is incomplete work which is pending towards a Kutumbasthana. The 12th house is also the Ketu is in the eighth with the Leo. So what is happening is the Ketu is in the eighth, the Ketu which was there in the fifth house of Prithvi. Now this particular axis, both have fallen in the Ahimsa. It is there in the eighth house, which happens to be the 12th house of the D1. It carries all the father here. You see, Venus is there, who is the father lord, ninth. Sun is there, who is the particular father Karaka. As well as Mars is there. Mars is the fourth lord. So basically, the loss this Jatak have because of this particular this Rahu Ketu axis, which we have seen. So what happened is this fourth lord, which is Mars, and Jupiter, which is a fourth lord, also denotes motherland, also denotes mother. This Jatak unfortunately lost his mother, and he also is settled in a foreign country because the fourth lord here is showing there is a loss to the Kutumbastan. When you are not in the Kutumbastan, you're somewhere else, somewhere outside. Interestingly, see, Moon is with Mars. Here you see now what I have mentioned here is. See, the Varga Lagna Lord is Shani, who is in the Yama. Shani is in the Yama. As we've seen, the Shani is basically is in the Yama. Yama, so what has happened is, Yama also denotes death as we it is placed 8 to the moon. See how the indication were given. In the chart, from the Saturn is basically placed 8 from the moon. So Saturn knows a longevity, which is good because it is in the own house, and moon is also in the own house, sun is also in the own house. Unfortunately, because Rahu is there and the lost lord is here with the Ayu lord of mother, so the eclipse has happened to mother actually because the Jatak has to lose his mother because the Yama, the longevity lord who is of mother, is afflicted by the Rahu. So that is one event which has happened in the Jatak's life, and that's the loss which is showing in the chart. Also, this is the reason, as I have explained, because the Sagittarius is also the same thing, because it is a 12th house of this part. So loss of this particular house has fallen in the 12th house of the T12 chart, which means this particular house will be a loss. So loss of motherland. So he's foreign settled. That is also coming. So, and with father, you see the father thing, you see the past life. See the not written, but let me explain you. Okay, what has happened is you have to see from this particular chart, Father Venus from the D1 has fallen in the Yama. Sun has fallen in the Ashwini Kumar, and Ketu has fallen in the Ahi. So basically, Sun is there in the own house. Sun is there in the own house, and Ketu is here. So basically, but Sun has gone to the eighth house. So the relationship, the Kutumbasthan, and there is this particular loss indications which you could see from this chart as the particular thing. But surprisingly, the father planet Mercury is based here, who happens to be the Lagna lord in the fourth house. So now the father is there, and basically the father is basically like this particular combination makes the parents are not staying together. Like the Jatak is in a different country, and the parents is a different country because of this particular the ahi which he brings. In this also, if you see the ahi are the maximum. So the serpent thing, as we see that the Lagna chart has got this Kalsharpa Yoga. In that way, it has actually given the entire thing so the Jatak has to settle down because Saturn is in the second house of money and the second house, which is into the Western country. It is also the 11th house of Aquarius, which is Ichhapurna house. So that is also good. And here it is a service house. So he settled for. So, but the connection because the parents are there in the different countries, so that we can see. But the relationship with the father, you see, both the sun is Ashwini Kumar, and the Jupiter is also Ashwini Kumar. So basically, Ashwini denotes healing, nourishing. So mother was a healer. Okay, so basically mother was a healer and father also denotes a healer. But here we have to focus on the Venus also. So Venus is Yama, healer, but there is a Yama, there is a strictness, there is a, the Yama is, there is a, as per the rules and regulation or very, the emotion quotient here is less. But so that is the thing. And moon also, if you see the moon, particularly Ashwini Kumar is there, so the father health will be fine as it is a healing planet. But since moon is there as is in the Ahi, so he unfortunately lost his mother very young. So that is the thing. So this is about the understanding the relationship with the father and the mother and the problems. And this way you can understand the chart. There is a distancing which has happened, and the karma, the reen is there in the second house, which can only bring him moksha. Now, who can bring him moksha? Lord Ganesha can bring him moksha. And as you see, the moksha Lord Jupiter is there in the second house. Kutumbasana, and the Shani is there in the second house. So that house is an actually Kutumbasana, the work related to the second house, where Venus is based, also in the Lagna chart. So service, particularly Kutumbasana is Venus, happens to be the ninth lord of higher studies. So Ganesha knows that knowledge. So with knowledge, with studies, and with then you can achieve Shittis. So that way you can delineate the chart. So the relationship with the thing, the relationship with my mother was very, as Jupiter is Ashwini Kumar, so was very loving, and with father also loving, but father was more strict, and mother was afflicted by Ahi. So that unfortunately losses as 12 of the house of losses. So we see that the house loss or the land loss is there in the chart because of the Kalsharpa dosha. Also, we can see the activity. So like that. So any problem, any loss related problems Chati could have in life, he should do puja of Ganesha. Every problem will be solved. That is the thing. Okay. Thank you, everyone. I hope, I could explain the chart to everyone, and